I wanted to talk to you about the first time I shaved my face. I want to talk to you about my face shaving experience. This has kind of been taking over the internet, and I've seen a lot of people on Instagram or just the YouTubes posting about shaving their face and how it makes cosmetic application a lot easier, about how they like it, etc. I've always been a very hairy-faced person. I actually did a video on how to apply makeup over a very hairy face. I thought, you know what, for the sake of being a beauty experimenter, I will try it. And I wanted to bring you guys back the results. My initial fear was that I was going to break out really badly. I get really bad ingrowns on my armpits and on my legs and my bikini line if I do shave. I have very curly hair, and I was very afraid that this would cause a lot of ingrowns on my face just because I do have so much hair on my face and so much fuzz. I did not realize how much hair was on my face, on my forehead, in my nose, etc. I could create a nest with all of this. Nasty. It took almost an hour to shave my face, which was very impractical, but then I was really excited and it kind of tickled, but it didn't hurt or anything like that. And it actually felt super interesting. It was very, very buttery, almost doughy. My skin, when you touch it, it does feel very velvety, very peach fuzzy. But when I touched my skin after it was shaved, it literally felt like dough or kind of like a pliable butter. Now, because I have bad acne and a lot of scars and a lot of bumps underneath my skin, although it felt doughy, it didn't feel smooth. It felt doughy with like lumps in it, like flour that you would have kneaded out to make bread and didn't completely finish kneading, or maybe you put chia seeds in it or something. So it was kind of interesting to experience that. So how did makeup go on? How was it? When I first started applying foundation, I realized that it was not sticking to my skin as well as it would have. When I normally apply foundation, I do a layer of liquid and then I do a powder, and it usually sticks pretty well. And I have a lot of bumps in my skin, especially from cystic acne down here on my chin and neck. And those hairs, I did not realize how well they held onto powder and actually stopped my cystic acne from showing. Because the powder would kind of hold to those hairs, it hid the cystic acne a lot better without looking cakey. Now, when I shaved my face, there was nothing for that to hold on to, so I needed much more full coverage foundation, and I needed a lot more powder, and it did not cover texture as well. Makeup did go on super smooth, and I did need less of it, but I needed a thicker coverage, and it still did crease in my lines. And because I didn't have this hair to hide, it showed the creasing a lot more as well. So that was very interesting for me. As my hair started to grow back, I actually started to get stubble, and it wasn't terrible, even though I have a few whiskers, most of it's peach fuzz, but I could kind of feel it, and it was like a little bit stubbly, and it wasn't irritating or annoying or anything like that. It was just like, oh, here we go. And I also noticed an increase in oil production at that point. My skin has always been oily, and of course the weather always changes, but as my skincare routine stayed the same, I noticed my skin starting to produce a lot more oil, and I wonder if it was trying to lubricate so that these hairs could come out of the follicles. Now, thank goodness the skin did its job and I did not get a single ingrown hair. I was terrified of getting ingrowns just because I've got them everywhere else for like my entire life. So the fact that that didn't happen was amazing, but as the hair continued to grow back, I started, being able to apply less makeup. It was sticking to my skin better, covering my acne scars and bumps better. And then the hair grew back on my face, and it's back to normal, and here I am all fuzzy, and yeah, you can call me Peter Rabbit. So guys, that is my first and last experience of shaving my face. Will I ever do it again? Maybe, quite possibly. For me, I did not realize how much hair on my face helped me hide my acne. That was not apparent to me. Yet at the same time, when I shaved my face, I really loved that feeling a lot more than I do love the feeling of my face right now. And makeup did go on a lot smoother, and it was a lot easier to apply. That is how face shaving worked for me. Thank goodness I didn't get any extra breakouts. Face shaving is supposed to be exfoliating as well, so maybe if I did it on a daily or regular basis, I would see results because it's more exfoliating. But then again, I'm not usually like using an actual shaving razor. I'm using like a little Daiso Japan like face shaving razor. Anyways, that was my experience. If you've ever shaved your face, I want to hear about it. Tell me your story, tell me how it worked for you, and if you do it or not, and why. Be sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe for new videos every Monday and every Thursday. So if your face is shaved or if your face is unshaved, know that I love you just the same, and I cannot wait to see you all in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.